gonna do it. Black boy, tell me how you really feel. I just wanna build with you. Black girl, tell me how you really feel. I just wanna keep it real with you. I wanna live better, eat better. I wanna love better, sleep better. I wanna feel so aligned, sublime. One time for the state of mind, 2 times for elevated rhymes. Know I architected when I lay design. I drown noise out of the clear blue. I sit, twist the threads of said silence. That's an heirloom. I am the shepherd, I share sheep. Still fleece funds from the have-it-alls to the matadors who sidestep the bull beautifully to that applause. Around rappers, a higher caliber catalog shines, reminds I ain't coming to flatter y'all. I spark chatter, dark matter, the sharks scatter on these dark waters. Who walk taller, who barks orders? God body, guarding what all the laws taught us. Not a peer, it's rear, they veer near. I pierce deep, I'm revered. My steps remain clear with fierce sweeps. Not a man here who could censor me. I'm on the pier, Elohim with the energy. Black boy, tell me how you really feel. I just wanna build with you. Black girl, tell me how you really feel. I just wanna keep it real with you. I wanna live better, eat better. Yeah. I wanna love better, sleep better. Yeah, I wanna feel so aligned. Let me talk to y'all over here. Sublime. 1 time for elevated rhymes, 2 times for showmanship, 3 times for black hands and land ownership. Revolution I bring to you, wedding ring bling to you. Nisi blues on war tunes to sing to you. I am a rebel without a pause, no applause. Trust me, I must be Chuck D getting mine off. Many fools been clock watching my moves and I needed a reappraisal of flavor. I took the time off. Now, back Jesus, black fetus slumbering unborn. Ark of the covenant curtain untorn. I'm a rose that rose to etch prose in Rosetta Stone. Yelling it through a megaphone, always rapping, baby, forever home. I ain't the pot calling the kettle black. I'm the flame keeping the kettle warm, and I am to blame for the renaissance. It's cold. Had to write and recite it with down feathers on. Black boy, tell me how you really feel. Cause I just wanna build with you. Black girl, tell me how you really feel. I just wanna keep it real with you. Yeah, I wanna live better, eat better. I wanna love better, sleep better. Yeah, I wanna feel so aligned. Sublime. Sublime. I wanna live better, eat better. Sublime. 1 time for elevated rhymes, 2 times for showmanship, 3 times for black hands and land ownership. Revolution I bring to you, where the ring bling to you. Nisi blues on war tunes, singing to you. I am the rebel without a pause, no applause. Trust me, I am Chuck D, getting mine off. Many fools, they clock watching my moves, and I needed a reappraisal of flavor. Took some time off now. Back Jesus, black fetus, slumbering unborn. Ark of the covenant, curtain untorn. I'm the rose that rose to etches prose in Rosetta Stone. Still yelling it through a megaphone. Always repping, baby, forever home. I ain't the pot calling the kettle black. I am the flame keeping the kettle warm. I'm to blame for the renaissance that's cold. I write and recite it with down feathers on. I love you, and write and recite it with down feathers on. That mean that shit cold. And I'm the coldest. Listen, it's the message right here. Black boy, tell me how you really feel. Cause I just wanna build with you. Black girl, tell me how you really feel. I wanna keep it real with you. I wanna live better, eat better. I wanna love better, sleep better. Yeah, I wanna feel so aligned. Sublime. Y'all give a round of applause to this band right now. When they tell me they want to feel the chords a little more, then we got to do that shit again. That wasn't in the rehearsal. We didn't do that. That was not a part of the set list. Roderick was just in my ear like, yo, let's do it again. So we're going to do it again. So we did it again. This next record, we're going to get into it since we're having a message to my black boys. Tell me how y'all really feel. I know y'all going through it. We going through it. Black women, tell me how you really feel. I know y'all going through it. Y'all been going through it. So we're going to keep that going. We're going to talk to y'all directly because I love y'all. I love y'all deeply. And I love y'all forever, and I'm unapologetic about that love. People be like, yo, well, you know, I'll be like, yo, we're going to do this right now for the black women. Be like, we're going to do it for all women. I'm like, no, that ain't what I said. I said, we're going to do this for the sisters. Well, what about all of us? I just be like, no, I said we're going to, you know. They say a rising tide lifts all boats, but see, the thing about that is, a rising tide lifts all boats, but some people swimming, treading water. You know what I'm saying? You can't not acknowledge that. You can't acknowledge what the history and what the present, the chain that connects it all. So we're going to keep going into that. We're going to bring Shaniqua McCants back out here. We're going to bring our wonderful guitarist, Jimmy. This guy right here. Hey, listen, he look nasty, don't he? Right? So we're gonna get him. Jim- Jimmy showed up in backstage with 3 of his buttons unbuttoned. I knew he was about to tear shit up tonight when he usually pretty clean cut. So when he had the 3 of them unbuttoned, I was like, oh, we about to go in. Okay, we're gonna get into Forever Love. Y'all ready for that? If you ready for Forever Love, let me hear you say, yeah.
Check, check, check. Fuck it. Can y'all hear me? Anybody, somebody. All right. This is actually coming in through my phone. Um, for whatever reason, my microphone isn't working, you know. But I appreciate y'all bearing with me. Let me do this. Does this sound a little better? Check. Can y'all hear me? All right. This is the laptop audio, so it's gonna be bad, but yeah, I appreciate y'all pulling up. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. I am 30 years old today, which sounds weird to say out loud. I've always been the young guy, but I ain't young no more. But I'm thankful, man. I'm thankful. Been here 3 decades. Learned a little bit. Obviously, I have more to learn, but yeah, I thought I would do this stream if you guys who are over 30 had some advice to give me to add some tools to my toolbox, suggestions even for this for the ministry. I just wanted to provide an opportunity for you guys to do so, because this starts and ends with you guys. If only my technology would cooperate. Boom. Okay. All right, I've got the link in the chat. Please do not hesitate to pull up, or if you just want to talk current events, anything that's going on in the world, pull up on me. If you haven't already, please get your tickets for the 100. We'll be in Atlanta, Georgia, June 24th. There's a link in the About page. You can scan the QR code on the screen. If you're watching on a larger screen, you can DM me for the link if you like. But yeah, we still have a good bit of tickets, so y'all please, y'all please pull up if you can. All right, so like I said, the link is in the chat. Let me see what's going on in the chat. King Issa, appreciate you, brother. He says, happy born day, Playboy. Wish you many more. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Godiva Baker, happy birthday. Thank you, thank you. James Backwards, happy solar return, Young Life. Wishing you many more. Thank you, brother. As as always, I don't know if I could clap, because, yeah. That probably didn't even work, but thank you so much, S.A.S. I appreciate everything you do. Couldn't have made it this far without you on this YouTube journey, so thank you. Paul, appreciate you, my brother. Paul was our very first channel member, so shout out to Paul. Paul is gonna be in Atlanta. I'm gonna figure out a way to, to highlight you, my brother. I appreciate you. Soko Black. He says, today is my wife's birthday. Yeah, I don't find too many May babies, man. I've come across maybe 3 in my lifetime, and my daughter is the 3rd. My daughter is May 16th, so her birthday is next week, which is cool, because I was talking to Courtney earlier. I'm not a big celebratory person. I find it easier to celebrate other people, so with Mother's Day around the corner, my daughter's birthday around the corner, I'll celebrate through celebrating them. Let's see. Elias, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Nigel, he says, happy birthday, youngster. I wish you the best. I love what you're doing. Keep up the excellent work. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Frenchie says, man, happy born day, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. As Ed said, let's get the party started. If only my technology was working, it would be more party-esque with the sound effects and all that good stuff. But yeah, as Ed says, please consider becoming a channel member. It really helps keep this thing sustainable. or make this thing sustainable. Because right now it's kind of not. But that's what's going on. Needs an update. But yeah. Please consider becoming a channel member. Consider donating to the channel. Every little bit really helps what we're trying to do here. Keonce, I see you, Miss Jiggly Boobs. Shout out to you. And her one of her clips is actually doing some numbers on Instagram. So if you haven't already, please check out Kayla's interviews. Kitty Boy, appreciate you, brother. Oh, hey, yeah, man. I'm usually the young head, but now I'm old, so I'm still trying to figure out what that means for myself. It's weird, honestly. I feel like I was just a kid 2 days ago. Now I'm a full grown-ass man. And that is terrifying, but also exciting in a lot of ways. Let's see. Stacks Black, appreciate you, man. CP the Artist, I see you, my brother. I see you. Let's see, who haven't I read? Chaos Rain, appreciate you, brother. Yeah, 93, May 10th, 1993. Yeah, it's crazy to think it's been 30 years since 93. That's wild. Time really waits for nobody. Yeah, Mr. T, yeah, my microphone isn't working for whatever reason. I moved it and then it stopped working, so I have to figure out what's going on. S. Ed, I appreciate you, my brother. Tanisha, thank you so much, darling. Let's see, who am I missing? I am Courtney Michelle, I appreciate you. Yeah, it's audio, I don't know. Yep, so, CP says, why are you sad on your birthday? It's not sad, it's pensive. I think that's the right terminology. RM, I appreciate you. She says, happy birthday, Alan. Enjoy that we need to talk. Thank you so much. Mr. Smith, happy birthday, my guy. Appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you. Courtney says, Dirty 30, where's your drink? Man, listen, I ain't got no drinks. I got to go to the grocery store. I'm going to get some drinks this weekend, I promise. I'm going to send you a picture of my drink this weekend. But my birthday's on a Wednesday. I mean, I can't really do much. Jamie, thank you so much, Jamie. I appreciate you. Also, if you guys haven't already, please check out Jamie's interviews. And also, Jamie came through was it last week? I think it was last week. We did a live stream. I think we strong-armed her into checking her DM. So we got to follow up and figure out how that's going. Nini, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. She says, happy birthday. Thank you for extending Kevin Samuel's conversation. I appreciate that. Timeless Ascension says, happy solar return, brother. Thanks for all that you do. Thank you, man. I couldn't do it without you guys. All right, CP, let me pull you up, man. Let us converse. I'm gonna put the ball in your court, and you know what I'm saying? You can take the conversation wherever you want to go. What's going on, brother?
Turn up, young man. Turn up. Come on, bro. When I was 30,
I will, I promise.
When I was 30, I was eating hibachi with my ex-wife and two of my closest friends with his girlfriend. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Turn up. Be happy that you made 3 decades. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
If you don't know, I'm 47 years old. The birthdays, they get kind of sadder, but they kind of get better. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And when you're 47 years old, you know, you kind of appreciate it longer. But I think I know what you're going through a little bit. You probably, you know what? Yeah, this is weird. You're like, goodbye to the 20s. But here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. You're in your midlife crisis, I know.
Yeah.
But this is the best thing. The best part of your life is going to come at at 40, but you're setting yourself up right now for a better future, and you should be happy that you are where you're at right now and where you're going in the future, man. Happy birthday, Alan.
I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate it. I
man.
appreciate it. So, what's some advice you got for me, man? What's the best way to approach this next decade?
Well, like I said, man, like you built up yourself, started your channel. You're going to be launching yourself into your 40s, your mid 30s. You're way ahead of a lot of people your age, you know. So thank yourself for that. Make sure you have investments. Make sure that you know you plan for the future, and look forward to 40, because 40, that's when a man's life really starts, at 40, you know. And you know you're still young, bro. You're still young. Keep yourself in shape.
Yeah.
I don't know what your love life looks like. You know what I'm saying? But you know, stay out of the clubs.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
You know
You
what
know,
I
it's
mean?
funny.
But
It's funny. I was talking about this earlier today, but I think clubs died for me at like 20.
yeah,
Because the problem is I got into clubs too early. Like I was in clubs at like 15.
me too.
So yeah. Because all my boys were older than me. So the pomp and circumstance of like drinking and smoking, because I had seen it already.
Right.
So even though I'm 30, I do feel like I'm a lot more stressed out than I should be about life. You know.
Nah, don't be, man. Don't be,
Yeah.
man. I mean, look. I think you probably have like a+ personality, where you're driven and you keep everything in front of you. You're probably an analytical person. You're probably a pragmatic person, you know. But sometimes you just gotta, like, you know, smell the roses. You know, be happy about some accomplishments, a lot of accomplishments, you know what I'm saying? Whether they're big, small, or whatever. Don't take yourself too seriously, you know what I mean? Because you don't want to be an old man like me and be like, man, I should have uh I should have spent more time enjoying myself. And then you
Yeah.
turn 40 and you're like, man, maybe I should enjoy myself. And then you find you're the old dude at the club. And you're like, well, what's this old dude doing at the club? He's like, well, he's trying to live all the life that he missed. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you're in good company, my guy. You know what I'm saying? You're in good company, my guy, man. So I ain't
I
gonna keep you.
appreciate it, man.
I ain't gonna keep you long. Enjoy your
Appreciate you.
birthday,
Thank you.
uh,
Thank you.
and you know, keep on doing what you're doing, my guy.
Absolutely, man. Salute, my brother. Thank you.
All right, enjoy.
All right. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Um, Shout out to CP the artist, good brother right there. Also, fantastic artist. Jesus Christ, that brother is talented is an understatement. You know, some people you see their work and you're like, I regret everything I've ever drawn in my life, everything I've ever painted. That's one of those brothers. Like he is that good. Shout out to CP the artist. If you're just joining us, my audio is trash today. Bear with me. Yeah, I've got the link in the chat. I didn't even pin it. Shout out to S. Ed. She already has it in the chat. So I just pinned it. If you want to come up, if you want to talk to me, current events, life advice, channel advice, questions, concerns, smoke even, you know, y'all pull up. But yeah, while you guys do that, I'm gonna see if I can figure out this audio. So please bear with me. So I was working on a project entitled Ed Nigeria. And what inspired that project is because I learned that the name Nigeria was given to us by Lord Lugard's side chick. She later became his wife, but at the time she was his side chick. She was the one who named Nigeria Nigeria. Part of the reason we haven't been able to work is because we've been flawed since our inception. We didn't even name ourselves.
Say it louder so they all can hear you. What's your name?
Toby. My name is Toby.
Aye. That's a good nigger.
Right? And I think that, some people might say that's superficial, but I think that is fundamental in charting your own course, right? Some people have said we should go by Songhai because of the Songhai Empire. Some people, have recommended other things. And then you'll see people like Muhammad Ali who decided not to go by Cassius Clay or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, And at the time, people thought, oh, that was dumb. That was,
Yeah.
But there's something very powerful about, like, this was my given name. This is not my name, right? And similarly, the black manosphere is just the black side of a white person's idea. Because I've been trying to wrestle with how can a space that claims to be a black thing not be pro-black? And I realized that the genesis of it was never pro-black. The manosphere didn't care about black people. So instead of creating a separate space that was interested in the progress of black people, black men in particular, we really were just the bastard stepson of the white manosphere. And that's why there is so much confusion about what it is that we're doing here, right? So I think it's time that we search our hearts and figure out what the hell are we trying to do? Are we
What
just
is
trying to
this?
be McDonald's? Because McDonald's is already taken? Or are we trying to start our own thing and create bylaws, a mission statement, a vision statement? What is it that we're doing here? Or are we just complaining about women?
You know what? Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, nigga. Nah, fuck you, bitch.
Because to your point, the reason it's like herding cats is because we can't get on the same page. And we say, oh, we're not a monolith as if that's a good thing. You should be a monolith if you're trying to get some stuff done. You should have a clear structure. You should have some kind of hierarchy, some kind of seniority. But unfortunately, we look around and it's just men bickering. To my point earlier, that's why I was so disappointed by our quote unquote leaders, because instead of having the larger conversation about cultural gatekeeping, we were having a witch hunt conversation of whether or not she's racist, right? We were having a witch hunt conversation of whether or not she's intentionally this or intentionally that. And my point has always been, she is inconsequential. She is the symptom, not the disease, right? And for us, what we need to get in the habit of doing is addressing the macro issues and putting things in place preemptively to prevent things like this from happening. So we're not constantly triggered every time a white person's because we let them into the door. We're so used to white validation that, and that's part of my critique of people like MTR. Right? Because you'll see their reluctance to come on black people's panels. Black people are actually working for black people. But if somebody has the bag or if somebody has, the audience that you want, you'll just haphazardly go over there and, it's every man for himself. That's how we think about things. And we in all honesty, don't even have the luxury to do that. But for whatever reason, we think we do. This picture was taken 45 years after slavery was abolished in the United States. This particular image is symbolic of our disposition as black people, not just in this country, but internationally. Obviously, I'm Nigerian. Some people would call me a carpetbagger. I didn't know what that meant until like 2 days ago. But my approach to this conversation is very, very international because I believe that Black progress everywhere cannot happen unless we are tied together in for some shared interest, for a common goal and a common cause. So I'm a Pan-Africanist. What's so striking about this image is it begs the question, are they more afraid of what's behind the gates or what's beyond the gates? Right? Because even though the gates are open, they are still reluctantly on the side with the gate closed. So that was it yesterday's video. It was a clip of my conversation. It was a clip of my conversation with Shay Sade. She hosted an interview of me on the channel. Had to be 2 weeks ago. And I, suggested a complete overhaul and rebranding of the Black Manosphere. I juxtaposed the Black Manosphere in Nigeria. As a Pan-Africanist, I don't think our issues are limited to the Americas or African Americans. I think unfortunately, there are a lot of consistencies with Black dysfunction in the United States, on the continent. And I think it's time we start having some of those big conversations. I didn't know what a carpetbagger was. Apparently it's matter of fact, let me Google it so I don't misquote anybody who called me a carpetbagger. Okay, keyboard is not working. So there's something called Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong, or something like that. Let's use this one. Okay, that's not working either. Hold on for me, y'all. Okay, so according to this, let me see if my audio is working. Yeah. All right, according to this, a carpetbagger is a political candidate who seeks election in an area where they have no local connections. The historical definition in the U.S., a person from the northern states who went to the South after the Civil War to profit from the Reconstruction. Another example is a person perceived as an unscrupulous opportunist. So basically, people who've called me a carpetbagger are calling me an unscrupulous opportunist because I'm Nigerian, Nigerian scammer, and I'm trying to take advantage of either men or women of the Black diaspora, and specifically the YouTube space. So yeah, that's what a carpetbagger is. But I have no tie to any of this. So yeah, I think it's an interesting definition. But let's see. Like I said earlier, I don't plan on this being a long stream. So if you have anything you want to add, anything you want to say, advice you want to give me, please do not hesitate to call in. I probably need to restart this whole computer because nothing wants to work. But again, I appreciate each and every one of you. Jay Frazier, appreciate you. Dre, I appreciate you. As Ed, as always, thank you so much. Yeah, unscrupulous opportunist. As Ed, yeah, I promise I'm gonna do something fun this weekend, I promise. All right, we got Wrench in the building. And shout out to Wrench for the $30 super chat. Appreciate you, my brother. Yeah, I'm gonna go do something with that. I'm gonna get me some food. Let me see if I'm missing anybody. All right, we got the brother Wrench in the building. What's going on, my brother?
What's going on, bro? How you doing?
Man, I'm all right, man. How are you? Long time, man. You've been working
Man,
down in the pavement. I see.
Man, you see it? I've been at it, man.
Yeah, we got to, man. We got to. What's going on, man?
Brother, coming up to wish you a happy birthday, man. It's a blessing.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you.
I turned 40 last month, so.
Word, okay.
Man, I was thinking about when I hit 30, 10 years ago, man, and you know, it's,
man, I was just 20, man. I don't know what happened, bro. Like I closed my eyes and 10 years went by. It's wild.
Yeah, man. You know, funny thing about life, and people told me this, and I didn't really believe it, but when you turn 40, bro, like everything is gonna level out. Like everything is gonna man. It's like you catch a second wind, because you're not a spring chicken, of course, but you're not old enough to really have it all figured out. You know what I mean? And if you do it right, which I'm pretty sure you will, you have good counsel around. You know what I mean? So, yeah, 30 is cool, man. 40 is gonna trip you out, because you're gonna be like, man, you know what? I'm looking back. I can say that at 30, in my head, I was like, because people tell you 30 is old, but 30 is not old the least bit, bro. You know, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate what advice, man? What's coming up this decade? I need to be, conscious of or like look out for.
Bro, I can tell you from experience, man. I felt like I got a late start, right? Between 30 and 40, bro, just make sure your finances in a row. You know what I mean? Try all of the different ideas that you want to try, or focus completely on your finances, and then, you know, as you kind of get into your late 30s, early 40s, you want to either already have it figured out, or you want to already be done made your mistakes along the way, because you're still young enough to bounce back at that point. At 40 now, I've failed enough to learn a lot to be able to do some things, you know what I'm saying? But between that 30 and 40, that's what I did. I focused solely on my career, bro, like 100%. And enough to fund the ideas that I had and the stuff that I wanted to do, and you know what I mean? But yeah, man, this time is gonna be fun though, bro. 30 to 40. Watch and see what I tell you.
Yeah, man, I'm like simultaneously excited but also terrified. How did you balance like fatherhood and chasing your career? Because, you know, we hear so many stories of people, especially women, like, yo, daddy didn't have enough time for me because he was doing this, he was doing that. And you know, you got a daughter too. So like, how should I think about that and conceptualize making time?
Yeah, like my mentality going in, bro, was I knew that I was young enough to put my mind and body under a lot of stress. I wouldn't dare do it now at 40, but when I was 30, I would just work like a dog and then block out time that's solely dedicated to the kids. In my case, like I was working, doing the work that I do now, bouncing at night, coaching football in the evenings, and then bouncing on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. But what I felt was I knew I had to block out the time for the kids. So in your case, make sure you carve out that time for her, and then everything outside of that, just work like a dog now, bro. And if you can sustain it for 10 years, and at 40 you can kind of let off a little bit, then cool. But I would definitely carve out that time that's for her. But also, and this is another thing too, carve out time that's just for you too. But that's how I did it. I was like, I want to make sure they get their time. I want to make sure I get my small bit of time. Mine wasn't as nearly as much as theirs, right? I would get 6 hours on a Sunday, 6 hours on a Saturday sometimes if I wasn't bouncing, but carve out that time for her, carve out a little bit of time for yourself, and just work like a dog, bro. And And if you do it right, which I'm pretty sure you will, you do it right, bro. I'm telling you, by 35, you're gonna really start feeling yourself because you're like, man, I got this. I kind of got this shit figured out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, just silo everything, man. Hey, this is her time. I would even turn my phone off. Like, this is the kids' time. And for me, I had to do choir for my daughter, which I wasn't necessarily a fan of. I would do like choir for her. So I would sit in choir recitals and try not to nod off, and I don't want to be that parent, right? For my son, it was a little bit different. I'm a football coach. I'm getting a chance to spend time with him and my daughter, because she would be out there at the field, and all the other little kids had sisters and stuff like that. But I wouldn't really club or party or nothing like that because I was a bouncer. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, just solo your time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Delegate your time accordingly.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. What are some of the things that you've accomplished up to this point that you are proud of? Like, as you turn 30 and you look back between 20 and 30, what are some milestones? What are 3 milestones that you're proud of that you've accomplished?
Man, that's I struggle with giving myself credit, but if I had to, you know, I'm proud of what I've been able to achieve with We Need to Talk, even from college. You know, I remember when I got the idea and I saw what it could be, but you know, a lot of times, even when we're optimistic, there's still that little bit of like, this shit ain't gonna happen, but fuck it, I'm gonna try anyway.
Yeah.
So, you know, the fact that, you know, I don't know, 66,000 people know this thing exists, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
I've gotten into pretty much every career that I wanted to be in. I was a mortgage loan originator. I was a UX designer. I crossed the 6-figure mark. You know, so that's something, again, I didn't think I was gonna do before 30, but some way, somehow it got done. So now I'm just trying to figure out a way to control my destiny, man. Like, not have to, because on the career tip, you know, even though I was making 6 figures at the time, I would wake up every day anxious of like, yo, what if they decide they don't need me no more? Especially in my position, because it was a vanity position. But, you know, with this, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to leverage it into opportunities that are going to be able to be sustainable and something I can, you know, I can have agency over. But yeah, I would say those are my top 3, man. And my daughter, obviously, like, you know, she's a Gerber baby, you know, so I make some cute kids apparently.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's that, man.
Yeah, man. Those are really, really good feat, man. Like, those are really good feats. What I can tell you, and the reason why I say I started late, I didn't really start taking shit serious until late 20s. You know what I mean? But I say between 30 and 40, bro, you'll probably hit your stride as far as your business ventures and things that you want to accomplish. You'll hit yours well before I hit any of mine. Like I said, I bullshitted for the longest. But yeah, man, I'm super proud of you, man. Super proud of the platform that you've built. It's not easy.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, if you see any of the content I put up, I'm trying to bore the wrong crowd up off my channel. You know what I mean? You know, they don't want to hear about no growth. They want something juicy.
I'm
you know what I
telling
mean?
you, man. Listen.
Yeah. I'm trying to bore them into the spaces where they can go and get everything that they need. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm holier than that. I swing by them spaces and listen to a little bit of BS while I'm at work. But for the most part, the content that I put out, I'm trying to bore the wrong people off of the page, if there are any there, and just provide value to the ones who really want to hear about leadership or probably what their boss or what their supervisors are thinking. So,
I mean, so talk to me about that, man. Like, what's the? Because I know right now it's a struggle because you're working so many hours, but like, once you're able to transition or at least allocate some time, like, what's the North Star, man?
Bro, I have and you're in IT, so you'll understand this, bro. I figured out, and I've been thinking about this. I've figured out an inconvenience that all of us have. all of us, I figured out a really simple app to address it. Right now, I have my NDAs, I have my my patent pending, and I threw the idea out there to my boss actually, who he's a millionaire. You know what I mean?
He got money.
Yeah, he got money. And not only him, to someone else, and he said, "Hey, are you looking for investors?" And I was like, "Nah," you know what I mean? So I know that he's a super smart guy, Annapolis graduate, really sharp, and he was like, "Hey man, you looking for investors? You know, hey, let me know." So I think it's a real good idea. It's just a matter of putting it in play. I literally had a roadmap to take it from this idea that was in my head and all the way to the ending stage. So whether that takes 1 year or 5 years, whatever the case, I want to package it up real nice, sell it.
Listen, anything I could do, man, let me know. You know, you got my contact, so we'll chop it up offline, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah, straight up, man. And like I said, as always, if you need anything from me, brother, reach out.
Absolutely.
You know, I got you, man. It's don't let these YouTube spaces give you too much of a headache, man. Well, you already know what time it is.
I'm trying to get off YouTube, man. Shit, I'm trying to get back in the real world, man.
Straight up.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Straight
sir.
up. But yeah, bro, if you need anything, man, let me know. I ain't gonna hold it up. But as always, man, well done on building the channel. Congratulations on hitting that 30 mark. We know a bunch of people that didn't make it, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But keep pushing, brother.
Appreciate you, man. Salute, my brother.
All right, boss.
All right, man. That's a good brother right there, man. Shout out to Rich Turner. Again, my sound effects ain't working, but no, I'm definitely, I'm definitely pondering that advice, man. Those are gems. I think, the CT's point earlier, I think I'm going through like a quarter life crisis, trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing. I know it might seem to some people like I got things figured out, but I'm human just like everybody else. I'm trying to figure things out. I'm trying to anticipate problems and not allow them to occupy all my thinking, but as a man, like I've talked about before, I think part of our job is being pessimistic in order to anticipate problems, but sometimes we get lost in that anticipatory mindset. I think that's probably where I'm at. Thankfully, I'm aware of it, so I got a little heads up. Advantage, but yeah. But again, this is the first time I said it's gonna be a short stream, and it's gonna be. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all the birthday love. Let me make sure I didn't miss any cash apps. Okay, I got a few. Shout out to S.Web. Appreciate you, my brother. Courtney Michelle, thank you so much, darling. I appreciate it. Also, make sure y'all pull up tomorrow. Courtney Michelle and I are going to do a part 2 to the Let's Talk About Sex conversation. I will be in, I guess we gonna do it now. Hey, Courtney Michelle, how you doing?
Hold on, I got stuff going on. Hey, can you hear me?
I can't. Hold on, let me turn on your
we gonna
audio.
do it now. Yeah.
Audio. Okay, you here. What's up, darling?
This is the most snooze fest party I've ever been to.
It's not a party. It was a reflection. It's kind of like the opposite. When you go to a funeral, it's a celebration of life, but a funeral is supposed to be sad. This is a reflection of life. Even though birthday is supposed to be happy.
Yeah, but when you have those at the funeral, he's celebrating life. You are alive.
Mm-hmm.
And this is as somber as a funeral. Let me tell you about yourself, okay? You are 30 and you act about 75, okay? You act like you walk around with orthopedic shoes on, like you have bunions, you got a hurt back, a broke hip.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. I think, and this is what I see of you, right, is that you're in your 30s, and 30s is an amazing year. And they're right, when you turn 40, that bug of I don't give a damn hits you, and you just like whatever. But you need to start creating some memories, and not just memories of just career, but doing things for you to really experience life. Because the older you get, once you hit 35 and 40, you do see what Wrench Turner said, that you should be happy that you see in 3 decades. Because the older you get, people be passing away. And I never knew hitting 40 how many friends that I would have that's had heart attacks at 38, has had strokes at 39. And I'm thinking that these are like old folk problems, and who has a stroke and heart attacks? But then the longer you live, the more that you see that. And I don't want you to just work yourself and not be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And I don't think that you're doing that. I can tell right now you're not. I'm over here half dead asleep. I done got my little. I said, let me brush my hair for the occasion. I could have came up here in a bonnet and would have been more lit than you.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be lit. It'll be lit tomorrow. So a lot of people are anticipating our conversation.
Okay. I'm gonna work on that, and I'm gonna work on the thumbnail.
Okay.
So yeah, that's gonna be spicy. And since you don't have a cocktail right now, we'll still be in celebration of your birthday, and you're gonna have to get something to drink tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So tomorrow, go ahead and purchase you some Henny.
Give me a little bottle.
Some Mad Dog 2020. I don't care what it is.
Okay.
St. Ives. What's some good old ghetto drink? Okay. That's right, because that's the type of conversation
some gas station shit. All right. Cool.
Yes.
I can do that.
So that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. But
okay.
I want you to hold on. I want you to celebrate.
She just popped in on you, huh?
You know how the children do.
That's how it be.
Well, she put on a shirt. I want you to celebrate. I want you to start thinking of things to do for you. Name 3 things that you want to experience for yourself. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody, no touring, no relationship. Just, you know, I really want to experience this, and whether someone does it with me or not, I don't care. I want to do it. Name 1.
I want to get my pilot's license.
Really?
Yeah, I always did. I just never found time to cause you gotta fly a bunch of hours and go to the place. Yeah, that's one of my bucket list items.
Wow. You know, I know a guy.
You know, goddamn, you know everybody.
I know a guy.
Shit. He's an instructor. Or he just owns a plane. Like, what does he do?
Well, I have a friend that owns a pilot. Well, he is a pilot, and I have a friend that owns a plane, and he just got his pilot, so he now flies his own plane.
See, I want to do that type of shit.
Well, man, that would be a great experience. Is that you fly up with him, and he could show you a little thing or two.
Listen,
which
give me
is
a time.
all
give
of
me a
this.
Day, I'll pull up.
Okay, well, I got you. I'll hook it up.
Okay.
That'll be my birthday gift for you. But I need you to do it. And I need you to have some excitement about it. I want you smiling. I want you in the air hollering.
I'm gonna do all that. It's been on my bucket list for a while. Okay. It was that and boxing. I already did boxing, so now it's pilot.
Okay.
Pilot license.
Name something else. Name something that would shock the people. If the people knew that you were interested or wanted to do, they'd be like, "What? Not Obi, not Professor Obi."
Something I haven't done.
Mm-hmm.
I've done a good bit of shit. Damn, I can't. I'm gonna have to get back with you because I can't think of nothing. I'm being honest. I can't think of nothing.
Well, you named
Ask
one.
me tomorrow. I'm gonna ask me tomorrow. I got you.
Okay, so yeah, think about that. But yeah, start create some interesting memories. Like, yeah, because I know you got some, but like I said, if it's something
It's
like
in
this
there.
party,
I've done that already. You know what I'm saying? I've done the party, and that's probably why it's boring. I've done the VIP stuff. I've done the strip clubs. And then the thought of like tipping a woman to dance for me when I get that for free, it just never sat well in my spirit. So, you know.
okay. Well, I guess you don't have to get lap dances, but maybe we can get some midget strippers. I mean, have you had that before? we can flip this party up. I know a couple of them, Sue and Luann.
Of course
Okay.
you do. Of course you
They
do.
are about 3'5", but when I tell you they know how to work a pole.
I would want to see it from far away. I would just want to spectate. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
But
Tomorrow, you have a preview of what we're gonna be talking about. We're gonna be discussing or elaborating on from the last one.
right. So if people are not okay.
They gotta see you.
Yeah, please. But if people are not familiar with our part 1 that we had of Let's Talk About Sex,
Mm-hmm.
then we're gonna do a part 2, and this is
You're in charge of this one.
I'm gonna be in charge of this, yeah. And we're gonna have a conversation about fantasies.
Okay.
Hey, Marcus, I'm new here. This is just a bun. Because I got on here trying to celebrate, so I decided to brush my hair, but apparently I didn't have to do that. This party could have been had in the library as much as you're having fun. Okay? Feel like I'm reading an encyclopedia on your ass. But yeah, we're going to be talking about fantasies. And you're going to have a cocktail. Me, I might have an
Yes. Okay. We'll
That's
do that.
right.
We'll do
So
that.
anyway.
I mean, so to be fair, I think, to the people wondering what my disposition is about, part of growing up or how I grew up, like it was always about what's next. Like I don't know how to. It's like Wrench's question, like what are 3 things you're proud of? I've never sat with that because I'm always thinking about what I don't have or what I haven't done or what I haven't accomplished, right? So yeah, it's something I'm trying to undo because I don't want my daughter to be the same way, but it's a process, you know what I'm saying? So I'm at least I'm aware of it. That's the good thing. I'm aware of it and it's something I want to fix.
Yeah.
But my default setting is to be this.
Well, I told you need to let your hair down.
I'm growing it. It's long.
I saw. You are growing it. It's
So,
look like a little S curl. But you need to let
coming.
it down, and you need to join. And then you even told me this. You told me that a lot of things that we over here in the States, a lot of times of what we worry about, and even what we argue about, how blessed we really are to even have the things to argue about.
Yeah.
Like, how blessed are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Celebrate yourself, Alan Obi.
Yeah.
Celebrate you. I'm tired of being your cheerleader. I got bronchitis. I'm tired. I can't be the only one.
Yeah.
So
I appreciate you, Courtney.
continue your celebration. Today it's about you. Happy birthday, my darling.
Thank
You
you.
know I love you. I care about you.
Thank you.
And we gonna get this thing party popping for sure tomorrow, and then in Atlanta.
Okay. Deal.
Now you already know
Yeah.
Atlanta.
You gonna bully me? Take this.
We go okay
Yeah.
after the after party. After the show, it's the after party. Please believe. I got ones and bottles.
Oh Lord. Okay. All right. I'll be ready.
All right,
I'll
good.
be ready.
All right,
Appreciate you,
continue on, my
darling.
darling.
All right.
Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
All right. Bye. Okay. I appreciate y'all. We hit the 1 hour mark, so I'm gonna end it here. I gotta think about my life. But thank you guys. Thank you guys for all the birthday wishes. Shout out to Marcus. Appreciate the super chat, brother. Shout out to Wrench. And shout out to Marcus again. Thank you guys so much. Y'all have a good night. Peace.